is the Texas weather discussion video for Thursday, the 30th, the last day of November. I'm Donovan Neal. North Texas weather remains fairly consistent for the rest of this week. Cold nights and very pleasant days with abundant sunshine, but a pattern change comes by next week. Let's take a look at the water vapor satellite view. Our flow remains zonal. We still experience a few effects from the subtropical jet stream, which may cause a few clouds here and there in North Texas, but generally remain in a dry air mass. And it's a pretty chilly morning. Arlington and the Arlington 36, DFW 45, basically ranging from at or above the freezing level to the low 50s in most spots. And that's only supposed to get colder as we go throughout these few days. Across the nation, most of the cold air is now in the Rockies, in the western states, but that cold air is expected to come through during the middle half of next week, when the pattern change is expected. And across the watch warning map, things are pretty quiet and dry across the nation, other than the deep south, where they have obviously have lots of dense fog advisories. Most places in the country are quiet on the convective outlooks. No areas of thunderstorm. We remain in a dry and stable air mass. This is the average rain for the next 7 days, valid through Thursday of next week, and obviously most of the rain is still in the Pacific Northwest, and the WPC has actually increased the idea of the amount of rain that we see next week. Again, most of this rain will come next week, and you can see for most areas in DFW about half of an inch of rain. Just about half of an inch of rain for North Texas. Higher amounts are to the east of us. And on the tropics, quiet as a mouse. The 2017 Atlantic hurricane season ends today, and that's pretty much it for the 2017 hurricane season. So let's go out to the model output. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, well, today at noon at 500 millibars. You can see we're in zonal flow and a dry air mass where we're at. Again, we stay mostly sunny today with highs and we're warming up nicely to the mid 60s. And same thing on Friday. We remain in a nice and stable air mass. Again, highs in the upper 60s. Pretty much great weather for high school football games. This is high school playoff games. This is Saturday, the 2nd of December. We still remain in a quiet air mass throughout the weekend, with highs in the low 70s. And same thing on Sunday. We could see some clouds increase as moisture starts to increase from the south. Talking about moisture, let's go out to Monday of next week. We could see even a few scattered showers and storms as moisture increases and the cold front starts to set up in our area. But again, highs are expected to be in the mid to low 70s in most spots. This is Tuesday. The surface front sets up and builds and develops in our area, and that comes through here, and that creates a corridor of scattered showers and storms by Tuesday. And again, highs are expected to be in the low 60s, and again, we start the day in the low 30s on Tuesday. And let's go out to Wednesday of next week. Obviously, the GFS actually on this run shows a batch of numerous showers and storms and possibly some snow even in the Texas Panhandle, with highs in the mid 50s and lows starting out in the mid 30s. But if we check the European suggests that we stay dry, and the front remains well to the east of us, near the northeast vicinity. So just know that there's still model discrepancies here and there past the 6-day period, and the forecast can and will change throughout this time period. Let's take it out from a week from today. This is Thursday, the 7th of December. Obviously, a pattern change here. We have ridging in the west and deep troughing in the east, and we remain dry despite what the GFS has to say. And let's take a look at the temperature anomalies for Thursday, the 7th of December. Obviously, that's when our big that's when our big cool down starts. And you can see most places in North Texas are just about 10 degrees below average in some spots, which is good because we need that cold. We need that coolness right now. Here's the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, the 10th of December. We still have troughing in the north. Heights are about where they should be, and we have dry air mass. And let's just look at this. Let's just take a look at this here. This is the accumulated snowfall coming off the European ensemble. This is measured in Chicago, Illinois. And what I'm particularly interested in is December 18th to December 22nd. That's when we head to Chicago for the Midwest performance, for the Midwest Convention and Clinic. And you can see that if this were to verify, we could have upwards of 2 inches of snow in some spots in Chicago. But just understand that this is just a look. This is just a look. This is still absolute voodoo at this point, but this is still just a look. And a lot of things can and will change. This is not a specific forecast. There's honestly no skill in forecasting these days, but this is just a look, as we stress. But you can see from the numbers coming off the European, obviously we stay nice and pleasant throughout December 4th, but then we have that new surge of cold air by the 5th of December, and from there we only stay in the mid-50s. We stay in the mid-50s from there, and lows try to reach down into the mid-30s in some places. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. The next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.